Bubbly Steve is available for pre-order at shopclownfish.com. That's shopclownfish.com. You've got less than a month to pre-order this 15-inch plushie. Check them out. Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon, and we're going to dip back in on the Activision Blizzard debacle. God, this is getting crazy. Activision Blizzard is facing a second lawsuit over its first lawsuit. That's right, they're being sued again. They're having their HR VP boss has left the company. This is after their president stepped down. I mean, this is just absolutely insane. Everything going on with Blizzard right now. We're going to talk about that before we get into it any further. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We're over 228,000 subs. Thank you so much for the support. So, shareholders are suing Activision Blizzard for withholding the harassment info, according to Ars Technica. The complaint was false, misleading statements led to artificially inflated stock. Interesting. This is kind of a trick that these companies use to inflate their stock. I wonder how Activision's stock is doing right now. Oh, not doing so good. Okay, can't imagine what's going on. So in a proposed class action lawsuit, Activision Blizzard shareholders argued that they were economically damaged by company executives withholding information and allegations that have recently come to light through a California Department of Fair Employment and Housing Discrimination and Harassment lawsuit against the company. Again, this is the frat boy allegations that Activision Blizzard has a frat boy culture, that they have a Cosby suite where they participate in frat boy culture. It's gotten so bad, the backlash has gotten so bad that the president of Blizzard has stepped down. Not that it really matters. I mean, there's hardly anything left of OG Blizzard at this point. But he stepped down. They had to have two people replace him, one of them being a woman who has only been with Blizzard since like January. I mean, again, she's got years in the industry, but it's the turnover rate at this company is phenomenally high. And Blizzard's HR VP is also stepping down amongst allegations. So the class action complaint filed in a California federal court by Rosen Law Firm specifically names Activision Blizzard CEO Bobby Kotick, current CFO Dennis Durkin, and former CFO Spencer Newman. Those executives and others were aware of or recklessly disregarded the fact that the false misleading statements were being issued concerning the company, according to the complaint. To support that claim, the lawsuit cites multiple SEC filings Activision Blizzard made from mid-2016 onward. Those filings include boilerplate language regarding the risks to the business imposed by various legal matters. Activision Blizzard said that such routine claims and lawsuits are not significant, and we do not expect them to have a material adverse effect on our business, financial condition, results of operations, or liquidity. We've got CNN chiming in on this situation too, that the Activision Blizzard lawsuit could be a watershed moment for the business world, and here's why. The unfolding crisis and the response to it from employees echoes similar controversies at major tech firms, and the fallout from what happens at Activision Blizzard is likely to have major ripple effects not only across the gaming world, but also in the tech industry and corporate America at large. They're talking again about the frat boy work culture. And how many other gaming studios are going to move to Texas at this point? I think a lot of them are. Texas and Florida. I think a lot of companies are going to move out of California because, it was pretty much unprecedented, I think, for the state of California to sue you or sue a large company for its workplace culture. I've honestly never heard of that before. Maybe it's happened. I don't know, but I've never heard of it before. They talked about how the CEO tried to dial the temperature down, admitting in a note to employees last week that the company's initial response had been tone deaf, and it was hiring an outside law firm to investigate the claims, he will probably step down too. If I had to guess, right? If I had to guess, we've already got President J. Allen Brack stepping down. That didn't stop dozens of employees from staging a walkout at the company's campus in Irvine, California, with hundreds more joining virtually on Wednesday. It also didn't stop people from jumping ship to Final Fantasy XIV, by the way, which Squid King's playing. He likes Final Fantasy XIV. I should check it out. It's one of the few I haven't played. Some of the demands included greater pay transparency and an end to mandatory arbitration. They said it could wind up being a watershed moment, not just for Activision Blizzard, but for the gaming and tech industries at large, both of which have faced accusations of sexism, racism, and a broader lack of diversity for years. We know that gaming is a little bit less diverse than even some other aspects of the technology industry, and there is a bro culture over there, said Yvonne Hutchinson, founder of inclusion consultancy firm Ready Set, and author of the upcoming book, How to Talk to Your Boss About Race. Well, there's no agenda here at all, is there? We've got a book for sale, and we work for an inclusion consultancy firm. These are the kinds of firms that advise companies like Hasbro and Disney to make some of the decisions they've been making that maybe are getting fist bumps in places like California, in New York, and Portland, but the rest of the country is left scratching its collective head, for sure. Game development, which involves long hours and even overnight marathons for days at a time, creates this unhealthy working culture generally, and one that relies on the person's love of gaming as opposed to compensation to get people to do these things. And then you compound that with bro culture, and as you often do see in gaming, and in particular, certain kinds of gaming companies. Companies that make violent video games for men. Anyway, let's go out to Kotaku, because why the hell not? They said that the class action suit alleges company purposefully misled investors with false statement. They talked about their stock prices declining. They've been declining since June 21st. The suit covers anyone who has traded in Activision Blizzard securities between August 4th, 2016 and July 27th, 2021. I guess I'm part of that too, because I actually do have some stock. They seek damages based on the defendant's violations of federal security law by issuing materially false and misleading statements during the class action period. Oh boy. Here's Activision's SOX certification from 2016. That's the Sarbanes-Oxley Act of 2002, as signed off on by Bobby Kotick and CFO Dennis Durkin. We are party to routine claims, suits, investigations, audits, and other proceedings arising from the ordinary course of business, including with respect to intellectual property rights, contractual claims, labor and employment matters, regulatory matters, tax matters, unclaimed property matters, compliance matters, and collection matters. In the opinion of management, after consultation with legal counsel, such routine claims and lawsuits are not significant. We do not expect them to have a material adverse effect. Well, this is the key language. Expect. We did not expect them. You did not expect this lawsuit, that's for sure. We do not expect them to have a material adverse effect on our business, financial condition, result of operations, or liquidity. The class action lawsuit claims Activision Blizzard and its executives were aware of the company's issues, and they needed to let their investors know, right? Sounds like the Rosen law firm, according to Kotaku, has a solid case on its hands. In the case of the firm rings a bell. It's the same one behind the class action investor lawsuit filed against CD Projekt Red. Knew they sounded familiar. So what is going to happen is Activision Blizzard is probably going to wind up being some garbage tier mobile app developer. Actually, I think what's going to happen is a lot of these companies are going to take this as a warning shot, and they're going to leave California. Tech companies, gaming companies, I think they're going to leave California. Now, whether or not this kind of nonsense happened at Blizzard, probably did. You know, to the extent that the claimants say that it did. I don't know. I wasn't there. I have no idea. But if a precedent is set that anyone who has any problem with the dude bros in charge of their company and their behavior, even if it doesn't break the law, and they file a complaint and the entire state can sue you, and you can get, your stock can be destroyed and your reputation can be destroyed so easily, then a lot of these companies probably will move, if I had to guess. But we'll keep an eye on the situation. It is interesting. I do think it's a watershed moment because I think we're going to see more companies relocate out of California. I don't think Silicon Valley is going to remain intact for much longer. I think a lot of companies will be like, oh my God, we can be sued for anything that we've ever done, ever. Time to move. And we'll see what is left of California, which makes me sad because I spent half my childhood in Northern California, stone's throw from San Francisco. And to see it get increasingly batshit crazy year after year is sad. It's just very, very sad. So I'm going to wrap it up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.